most of these rappers are just so fucking dumb. And I think as I get older, chat, I'm actually starting to be like more embarrassed by like the behavior of rappers. I read some article. I didn't read the article. No, I won't lie. I read the title of the article, the headline, where which one of those fucking Migos is Cardi B married to? Takeoff, Offset, or what's the last one? Takeoff, Offset. Takeoff, Offset. I can't fucking think. Quavo, yeah, Quavo. There you go. She's married to all three. One of them fucking idiots. That whichever fucking Migos she's married to, which I don't know how they got her, but more power to them motherfuckers, because all the motherfuckers are they just some ugly skinny motherfuckers to me. Anyways, one of them just spent $10,000 on a purse for their daughter. Their daughter is fucking 2, which by the way, her name is Culture. Chat, when I read shit like that, I'm just so embarrassed, man. I'm just like, y'all, oh my god. I'm not trying to be like anti-black, chat. When I hear shit like that, I'm like, y'all make all of us just look so fucking dumb. She's married to Offset. Fair enough. I know they have. It's not gonna become a stock video, chat, or a stock discussion where I'm like, you know how much fucking Microsoft they could have bought. The point is, why the fuck? I don't care if you're rich or not. Why the fuck are you buying a 2-year-old a goddamn $10,000 purse? Like, that's just so dumb. And I kind of feel like so many black people would just be like, yeah, buy your baby girl, whatever. She like, bruh. Like, I don't understand why, like so many black people do that, chat. They get money and then they just spend it on like the dumbest shit possible. What can a 2-year-old do with a fucking $10,000 purse that they couldn't do with like a $20 purse? You know what I mean? We live in a society, culture with a K. I thought that was fucking stupid too. Like, I know that's a thing, right, chat? Like, I'm just gonna ask you young people, because you guys are like far younger than me, right? That's like a saying, right? People say do it for the culture. It's like, I guess, you know how people used to say it's lit like 5 years ago? People say that, right? Like, do it for the culture. But the problem is, that's just like a shitty little meme thing that like people say. And she actually like named her kid after that shit. So when people stop saying that, chat, her kid's still gonna be fucking named that. Like, do you understand that? Like, I could not believe that she named her fucking kid Culture with a K. I'm like, you do realize when people are off this whole do it for the culture, like when people stop saying that, your fucking kid still has to have that dumb name forever. Like, when I see stuff like that, chat, I'm just like, oh my god, like, it just makes all black people look so fucking dumb to me. That's what about Elon Musk's son's name? Okay, so that's dumb too, but the difference between Elon Musk is there's two differences. Number one, Elon is, you guys know my standard of when you can start doing just stupid crazy shit. When you're a billionaire, I believe you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like, once you get that B by your name, chat, you are like top 100 like richest people in the fucking world. Once you become a billionaire, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Also, Elon is like half fucking crazy. He's one of those like crazy billionaires. Not like, they don't like think like regular people. Like, well, who's the guy? Steve Jobs was like that. Like, those type of billionaires are like half fucking crazy. So like, yeah, you can't really judge Elon Musk by like regular people's like standards, because he's like one of those like fucking Pablo Picasso, like, is he a genius or is he just fucking crazy? And also, again, when you're a billionaire, I believe you can do whatever the fuck you want, because at that point, yeah, you can name your kid A equals X3Y, you know what I mean? Because like you've made it. But Cardi and Offset are not billionaires. Like, Offset is just a millionaire. Cardi too. Like, they don't seem to understand, like, yeah, you got a lot of money now, but what if your fucking next album flops? Like, you understand how quick that money can fucking dry up? I mean, MC Hammer had $100 million, chat, and he went bankrupt. So now it's very, very unlikely to go bankrupt as a billionaire. I mean, I'm sure it's happened, but what's it called? Culture is the name of their biggest album, but I agree, calling their kid that is, I mean, it's just dumb. The problem is, chat, and again, maybe I'm taking it too, I think stuff like that just makes all black people look dumb, to be completely honest. And I thought about it yesterday. I was like, well, Jay-Z has done some dumb shit like that too, where he'll buy his daughter a dress that's like $10,000 or something like that. I think his daughter's name is like Blue Ivy, which is not as bad as Culture. But again, the difference between Jay-Z is Jay-Z got that B by his name. Or if Jay-Z's not a billionaire, he's got to be close. Him and Beyonce together makes a billionaire. Like I know that for a fact. I think Jay-Z's net worth is like maybe 700 million or something like that. But Jay-Z is so busy. Jay-Z has been grinding in the business world for like 20 years. Offset ain't grinding in no fucking business world. Like if his rap career just died tomorrow, chat, like what fucking revenue streams does he have? You know what I mean? What would you name your kid? I've thought of some. Look, chat. I have thought of some out of the box names. The chances of me naming my if I had a son, chat, the chances of me naming my son like Randall are basically zero. But I wouldn't go with just I consider that a mean name. I'll give you guys what's it called. Do you guys know the name that I would give to my son? This is a name I really like. It's very, very off the wall. You guys might think that this name is stupid as well, but I don't think it's quite meme level. It's not a name where you're just gonna be like, bruh, you seriously named your kid that shit? Blair Gaddafi. I'll give you guys Maximilian. I like that. I like that. I'm not gonna lie. I do like that. I do like Ram Ranch Jordan. No, all right. I'll give you guys a hint. It's not related to Yu-Gi-Oh. Michael is. I wouldn't want my kid to have just a boring name. So anything like if you know someone with the name, probably not gonna happen. No Michaels or Christophers or Davids or Toms. No, I mean no offense if you have those names, but I wouldn't want a boring name. It's a name that has to do with royalty, and it's a title. It's not even really a name, but I just think it just sounds cool. Let's see if the chat can get it. Caesar, you're close, but that's not it. Kangs, also close. Baron, Gumlar, Kaiser, Lawton. Is that a royal name? You guys were someone in the chat was really close. 4 letters. Are we playing Scribio right now, chat? Are we actually playing Scribio? 4 letters. And you guys were really, it's a royalty name. There it is. King. That's a name I thought, I was like, I think I love that. And then it was like, I know this is gonna sound kind of meme worthy, but the fact that there's like King in the 7 Deadly Sins, and that kind of like normalizes it the way they just call him King. I was like, dude, I think I kind of like that name. What do you guys think of that? That's a title. I know, but as a name, I was just like, dude, that shit sounds so cool. Like King, as a what's it called? That's worse. How is it worse than? No, the reason that I don't think it's Culture again. If you're naming your kid after like a dumb fad like Lit or something that's only gonna be topical in 2020, that's stupid. King is a title, chat. There have been kings since the biblical days. And it's not just a title, it's a respected title. Like that's not a name. Like the term king is something that's always held in high regard. You got sports franchises named King. When you think of what animal do you guys think of when you think of King? What's the animal, chat? What's the animal that's associated with King? Come on, you guys know what it is. Not lions? Exactly. It's a lion, chat. Everything that you associate with King is just awesome. Like royalty, a lion. You know what I mean? Like, just sounds. I mean, it's a cool name. You know. So that's what I was thinking. I don't think it's maybe for a baby. It might be what's it called? Like I think that there are certain names that like age well and don't age well. That name might not work for like a baby, but by the time you're an adult, that's just gonna be great. Cedro or Maguero Aardvark. You really want your kid associated with the Sacrament of Kings? The LA Kings. They're pretty good. Yeah, it's not. You got the Sacramento. I mean, and also, I mean, that makes it very easy for my kid to pick their sports teams. Your favorite basketball team is the Kings. Your favorite hockey team is the Kings. Your favorite baseball team is the Royals. Bam. The only team we need to think of is what's your favorite football team? Because I don't think there's a football team associated with royalty or status. King Lee Jordan. I'm undecided on the whole middle name. Mosquito. No, chat. The rooster. Nah. When you think king, it's always a line, chat. Yeah. Anytime. I mean, it doesn't even have to be like. It doesn't even have to be, what's it called? Like, it doesn't even have to be like officially a king. A lot of times when you just look up like companies that have like royal in their name or something like that, Royal Bank of Canada. What they got? Lion. There you go, boys. King, Bandicoot, Jordan, Steelers. Steelers is actually it's industrial. Imagine getting a job application from a guy named King Jordan. What's wrong with that? See, no. See, the difference, GCD, is I think a name like King would be better than like Quaitavin or something like that. Almost forgot what the donation alert sounds like on this stream.
Still working on first names. However, if have a son, I will make his middle name Adramel. If a daughter, her middle name will be Lilam.
Okay, thank you very much, Raleigh, guys. I appreciate that. Why those two names though? Why those two names? I haven't really given thought to. I can't say middle names are unimportant because I had a friend growing up named Johnny. Johnny Steele. He was actually a third because his granddad and his dad both had that name. He didn't have a middle name. He's the only person I've ever known who didn't have a middle name, and I feel like that's just kind of scuffed. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't want a middle name. You know what I mean? Is Johnny the one that died? No, Johnny's still alive. No, Johnny is still absolutely alive. Just because it's better doesn't mean it isn't a different kind of bad. Yeah, but again, I believe it's a name that demands. I believe it's a name that demands respect. Like, you can't call someone king in a disrespectful, like, that just doesn't work. It's automatically a title of authority and respect. And yes, it might be weird, but I also think, like, in the age that we live in, there's also, I mean, there's just a lot of weird names. It's like if you had a daughter and you named her Princess. There are people named Princess. I don't know if that, I mean, Princess is a little too much. I think that name works when you're a kid, but as you grow up, I'm not sure if it works that well. King's first job will be at Burger King. My son will own Burger King, chat, which is not a company that I really like that much. I like their coffee. I like their frappes, but what's it called? You should name him Pharaoh. Is that really a name? Who has that other than Yugi? The problem with Pharaoh is it just doesn't, like, I have to be able to imagine people calling you that and like it not just sounding weird. And Pharaoh just doesn't, like, I don't know if Pharaoh works. Name the kid Arceus. Totally no way to go wrong. The teacher's cat in GX. His name Pharaoh? Really? King isn't a name? Have you ever seen the 7 Deadly Sins? What do they call King in the show? Pretty sure his name's Harlequin, right? Yeah, I think his official name, like his real name is Harlequin, but they call him King, chat. Don't act like it doesn't roll off the tongue. It's an anime. I know, but it honestly sold me as it honestly sold me. It sold me as that just being a name. Like, you can get inspiration from strange places, chat. You know? Middle name, no. I don't want to give my kid a fucking weeb name. Like, King is not a weeb name. That's a title and also a name. King is something. Triff would name is, yeah, King. No. Triff is making King into a meme. When you say like all men are kings, all women are queens, that's when you're like memeing it. You're bringing down the integrity of the name because you're bringing it to that meme, that culture level shit by like turning it into a meme. That would make me not want to name my kid that, because I'm like, this whole all men are kings, know your worth, king, like that shit's gonna get played out. Cap's gonna name his son JoJo. It's been a meme. Yeah, but the more we discuss it as a meme, the more it's just like, let's not take something good and like meme it, chat. You know what I mean? By that logic, Yugi is a valid name too. Yeah, but I wouldn't want my kid, especially a black kid, to just have like a fucking weeb name. Like I wouldn't name my kid like Goku or some shit like that, chat. Like that shit just doesn't work. Like having just a like super weeb Japanese name, like you're not Japanese. You know what I mean? JoJo would be a better name. JoJo's not a name, it's a nickname. All the JoJos are, to their credit, they all have real names. Joseph, which is, you know, it's my grandfather's name. Joseph, Jonathan. So yeah, the characters are not named JoJo. Jotaro, Josuke, Giorno. King is more of a name than JoJo's not a show me one person named JoJo. And I mean named, literally named JoJo. Because the only person I can think of is that girl singer that one time? JoJo Siwa? Silva? Jordan. Johnny Jordan. You guys are just saying name my imaginary son a name that starts with Joe. We also talked about that. There are no like interesting ones to me. The only one that works is Joseph, and that's just my granddad's name. You know what I mean? There are no like Joe names that I really like. We talked about Joe Mall, but that's just too ghetto. Joe Mall is like that's like a ghetto name. I wouldn't want my kid to have a ghetto name. There's more people named JoJo than King. Prove it. Show me the JoJos. If you say something like that, prove it. For a boy, chat, I'm not saying that's the only name. I'm just saying that's a name I kind of like. And Joe Mall, Joestar, his stand, what's it called? Let's see. What is the name? I'm just interested. Search result, King. Seriously, no King? Kinga, Kingston. Wait, King's on here. Oh, hold on. Not a meme name? What does the name King mean? King's Forest Clearing, Monarch Ruler. African American names. Boy's name starts with K. Considering King as a baby name. Okay, it's a boy name. Got it. Let's see. Kid is done for. Hold on. I'm just reading this. Oh, hold on. Getting more. The name is on chat. If this was a stock, boys. What are we doing? There you go. GCD, did you just cuck your own argument, my good sir? Did you just cuck your own argument? That's all on. It's a stock on the rise. I mean, would you want to own this stock, chat? Bam. You just went from 70 to 2,500. That's I don't know how many times you've multiplied your money. All I know is that you're fucking rich. It's not a first name. You can just give the middle name Arthurus. Wait, Arthurus. He will have his own song. Is that a thing? Riley, guys, is that a thing? Do people just have names that are specifically made as middle name? I don't know that to be a thing. Yeah, because like my name is not like anything. My middle name's not anything special. It's just Lee. But I don't know if what's it called? I don't know if people have names that they just want. Like, is there a name that you can't just have as like a first name? Chat. I don't know that. You know what I mean? Kids going to try to own slaves? What? There are a lot of good kings in the world, chat. We talked about the Sacramento Kings and the LA Kings. JoJo means Monday born. Okay, so what if you aren't born on Monday though? Let's see. JoJo is a unisex name. It's an wow. Okay, that I wouldn't. JoJo's an African name. It's mostly used in African countries. Okay. So it's actually a black name. Interesting. It's actually a black name. Popularity in JoJo. Oh. Hey, GCD. So which one of those stocks looked better? The one that's been all over the place and looks like a roller coaster that'll make you throw up and just high, low, high, low. Look at this. This crash and goes back up, crash again. Okay, going back up, gonna crash again. Gonna go back up, gonna crash again. Oh, this spike up, gonna crash again. So, Tesla. To be completely honest, don't be shocked if there's some kids named Tesla in like 10 years, chat. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked if there are kids named Tesla. As much money as people want. Yeah, chat. I mean, what is this what you want out of a kid's name? It doesn't seem like the world can make up their mind on if this is a good name or not. I will tell you guys a name that I actually thought about for a girl. This is something that like I just realized that this word is it's a word, but I found that it's kind of like a name, super obscure, but I found that it's like a real thing. And when I found out what that thing was, I started liking the name more. And if I give you guys a hint, I feel like you'll, you know what? I'll just give you guys a hint. Cap G's favorite color. Let's see if anyone gets it. Cap G's favorite color. Queen. That's a good name, by the way, too. But I think having kids named Queen and King doesn't work. I feel like you can only have one royal kid. Pinka. That's kind of scuff. It's not pink. It's you're close. You're close. Let's see if the chat can get it. You're very close. Nah, dude. Yeah, if you can't have. I thought it's like you can't have kids named Queen and Kid. That's like what's the word I'm looking for? It starts with a P. That's so fucking pretentious, chat. How obscure is this color? Let me see something like that. Okay, that's a name that I have thought about, GCD, but that's not it. That's not the name that that's not the name that I'm thinking about. I did think about the name Sierra after my cousin, but with an S, because I just like the way it looks more. But that's not actually what I'm thinking about right now. What, chat? Fuchsia? Fuchsia, is that red? What color is that? Yeah, is that, what's it called? Is it pink? It's it's orange? It's crimson? Okay. You guys are close.
If you don't want to make Arthas the first name, then can just make it the middle name. So it's King Arthas Jordan. Babynology describes the name as a leader trailblazer who will guide others. Here is Arthas, my son, is song now.
I mean, I don't want my son to be like I don't want my son to be a conqueror. What's it called? Rogue Sierra is a pretty nice name. Yeah, that was my cousin's name, but she spelled hers C-I-A-R-A. Why not? Name your son after the Lich King. I mean, I don't want my son to be like a freaking world conqueror, chat. That's not acceptable behavior in the year 2020. Scarlet is red. That's a pretty name, but Scarlet is red. Okay, you guys were right when you said pink, but not fully. Let me make sure. Let me make sure I'm not trolling you guys. Hold on, I have to search this. Let's see. Wait, maybe it doesn't mean exactly what I thought it meant. Look up another what's it called. Huh. Maybe I'm trolling myself. Okay, well, I'll show you guys. I thought the name literally meant something different, but I know what it is. Okay. The name is Azalea, chat. They're flowers and they're pink. I thought the name literally meant pink. But I think it's a pretty name. And obviously pink is my favorite color. Hot pink. You got some pastel pink in there. It's like that color right there. There you go. The only azalea that I can think that's not a color. I know I could have swore yesterday that I looked it up and it said pink. Because azaleas are flowers, but I also thought the name literally meant pink. I guess I was just wrong. Gender, female, Greek. Meaning by flower. Very pretty girls. Well, regardless, I still like the name, chat. Good name, to be honest. Azalea and King. There you go, chat. CapG's unborn. Oh, Iggy Azalea? That's not who I thought of, actually. Because maybe it's last name. When I thought of Azalea, I thought of Azalea Banks. Because of the first name. But yeah, for some reason, chat, I could have swore I looked up something and I could have swore that the name Azalea came up as literally pink. Huh. I guess I was just wrong. Maybe it just meant the pink flowers. Thank you very much, Ralagas. Yeah, I mean, I seriously doubt I don't think I would name my kid after a character from from a video game. I think King just works because that title just sounds cool, man. Again, I don't know if it'll work as a but anime is okay. The name King isn't from anime. That's what you guys are not understanding. King doesn't come from anime. It just happens to be a character in an anime who has the name King. King comes from, I don't know where the fuck the title King comes from. Probably Greece or something, but it doesn't come from anime. That's what you guys are mistaken. King doesn't come from anime. Yugi comes from anime. Don't name your daughter Azalea. Is this Azalea Banks? Oh.
Flash! You feel good?
I mean, not sure Iggy Azalea has anything to do with the name Azalea. I mean, it's her I'm like 90% certain that that's not her real name, by the way. Let's find out. Iggy Azalea real name. Amethyst Amelia Kelly. Yeah, come on, sells it. It's just a fake. I think Azalea Banks' real name might actually be Azalea though. Let's just find out. Azalea Banks. Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, see, this is why I give no credence to your argument. I'm like, bro, Iggy Azalea is not her real name. Azalea Banks is actually her real name, yo. If you think Iggy Azalea will be relevant in 8 years when Cap has a hypothetical child, you're crazy. Yeah, I mean, she's not really relevant right now. I'm pretty sure most people talk about Iggy Azalea because she just had a kid. So Yeah, the least of if I was gonna use that name, chat, the least thing on my mind would be like rappers. King's name is the name of a Tekken character, and he's a badass Tekken character. You know what? Yeah, I didn't even think about that. And I didn't even think about that, chat. You guys can't get any dirt on this whole King thing. Yeah. Your kid looks like this, chat. You're proud or you're not proud? Like, seriously. One of the best characters in who's that? There's a black dude on like the Tekken scene who plays King, and he's like one of the, I think he's like the only American who's like really high level Tekken, and I always like root for him. I would kill my, wow, that's toxic. You know, he has a, this isn't a lion though, it's a leopard. That's always, you know, it's kind of bizarre. King doesn't use a lion, he uses like a leopard. King is also a Beyblade character. Oh, come on. I'm like, what are you guys talking Lil Majin? I was, for a second, I'm like, is that who raps this song? Lil Majin? Persons with the name Arceus are trailblazers. They will show others the way. They are leaders, motivators, and idealistic visionaries. It matches perfectly with King, says Raleigh. Well, guys, this is all hypothetical. This probably isn't gonna happen. Not to mention, when you have a child, most of the time you gotta get input from another party. Although I don't think that happened with my parents. I'm pretty sure my mom just like decided the names. Like, my dad's opinion was like irrelevant, you know. So I mean that might happen with me, chat. King is also King. Yeah, I know. That's actually super cool. King is, what's it called? I know about what's it called. King of Fighters. Yeah, in King of Fighters, chat, King's a girl. I think King as a girl. I think it's like, again, one of those names that like works as an adult name. But does that curse your daughter into like being stereotypical gay? Honestly, I think it's like super cool that King in King of Fighters is like a girl with the name King. Is she a lesbian? I don't know. I wanna say that so many people would think she's a lesbian that she's not. Yeah, I mean, maybe. But let's just see. From France. Family, occupation, likes her kid brother, her pet cat, so she's a cat woman. Automatically, what's it called? Dislikes grubby guys. Likes wine. Billiards, which is pool. Let's see. I don't know. Violent woman, Lord of Friends. Feminine dress. Paying her medical bills. Oh, not gay. There you go. Hold on. Wait. King seems to be quite attracted to Ryo. Isn't this the main character? This is like the main character, right? Special poses that. See, that's the thing. I predicted that. I'm like, you automatically assume gay, and so many of her mannerisms are like tomboyish that she's not. They just wanted to bait you. Oh no, this isn't the main. I think I was thinking of Kaio. Who the fuck has a main character named Kaio and then has a character named Riot? Seriously? Come on. So yeah, apparently not gay, chat. There you go. A kind, trustworthy, violent woman. Those are the best. Yeah, I actually think I think King is like a girl's name. It's even cooler even cooler than a guy's name. That's just me. Cat Finna Davis. No weave names, chat. Kaio. Press 1 to name my son Kaio Ryo. Kaio Ryo Jordan. I'm feeling that. Kaio Ryo. Kaio Ryo Jordan. Not Weeby Kid, by the way. I mean, by the way, are you getting Ghost of Tsushima Also, Ryo is the main character. I knew it was like Ryo or Kaio. I knew it was like one of them. They have, again, 2 characters with the same name basically.